2. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakadash, Rakada Yahawah,
Rakata Yahawah,
Rakada Yahawashi.
Rakata Yahawashi.
Double honor star apostles at Great Millstone, who will weather tell us the truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to your arguments, part of the Bahasham, the house of David. Alright, through the spirit, this is just going to be a quick pre-camp live. Right, just an exhortation pre-camp live, casting off mortal thoughts, because in these times that we're coming into, there's going to be a lot of roadblocks. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to come in your way to try to sway you, to try to get you to knock you off your course or your path. Okay, and hey, you might get thoughts of, man, man, this is happening, but you gotta, what do you say on 8 Mile, snap back to reality. Because really the truth is that the reality is Yahawashi. The world we live in, these people are just, it's bread and circus, it's non-reality, okay, it's things where people are living in Disneyland in their minds. And we see this. Well, what is the reality to somebody that is on the cheese wagon, or the what they call that shit?
The rat race.
The rat wheel or the mouse wheel.
Yeah, the thing.
Because that's all this society is. And Esau systematically set that up for you Israelites, okay, to be distracted, especially the ones in the faith. And now that you're in the faith, all right, it's easy to distract the ones that aren't in the faith. Right, but now that you're in the faith, okay, Esau, he's working double time as the devil, all right, to try to close the mouth of the prophets. And that consists of what? Him throwing up left-hand sacrifices to put spirits on people to mess with you. Like, we're going to camp, through the spirit. That's why we always pray, like, hey, just protect us at camp. Because these devils know who the prophets are, and they know that the prophets are speaking against them. You got something?
No.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Okay.
And cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature.
Right, and being in this flesh, we gonna have them doubting thoughts. And that's when, the spirit got to snap in. The scriptures speak about this. The Lord said, he's going to take care of us. Because you're going to have, your loved ones, right, in that time of temptation, the hour of temptation. Hey, what, you don't care about your family? Look, how you going to feed your kids if you don't have that seed hit? Well, hey, Yahawashi, when he sent out the apostles, he said, hey man, don't take no extra shoes, don't take no extra clothes, right? Don't take no extra money. Because ultimately, that's the spirit that we're going to have to be in, moving in faith. Because now we could take care of ourselves. You can say, we go to work, clock in, clock out, and we get a check at the end of the week, or 2 weeks or whatever, right? But now, that it's all to test your faith. And a lot of people, man, they finna fold, even though they call upon Yahawashi, right? They call the names of the Lord, but they're not in it to suffer, right? That's why the apostles always speak about, hey man, you're in this thing to suffer at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's right. Shalom, Yasharala 144.
Hey, yo, shalom, brother.
And it says, I'm gonna read it one more time. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Right, and some of them mortal thoughts is, how am I gonna eat? What am I gonna do? Hey, well, the scriptures also speak about us being pilgrims upon the face of the earth. Right, and a pilgrim, think about it, they just got the little sack, with the little stick. Right? Light, moving light.
And shalom, sis.
Shalom,
Shalom to y'all tuned in through the spirit.
Look at this guy.
See? And then also too through the spirit, I always think about Fabulous that has this song. It's called "I'ma Do It," And he says basically in the song, the chorus is, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it. And, you know, that's the mind state, you know, that we're coming in, or, you know, that's the time that we're coming in through a spirit to where, hey, faith is going to be a major thing in moving. Even if you don't have faith in the littlest things, that's why Yahawashi said if you have faith as a mustard seed. If you don't have faith in the littlest things, meaning, hey, even the things that you're going through right now in the worldly sense, sometimes, man, you got to just man the hell up and say, fuck it. It get like that as a man, you know what I'm saying? It get like that. You be like, man, you might be in a situation, you might be like, man, you thinking about it because you want to hold on to the shit, but you holding on to it, and then it's just giving you more hell. Sometimes, man, you just got to be like, man, fuck it. Excuse my French. So it be like that. That's casting away mortal thoughts, because at the end of the day, you came to the truth to serve the Lord, okay? And the Lord is going to take care of you. But you have to have that faith and that mind state. Now, will there be a time when you say, fuck it, that it'll be kind of rocky? Man, hey, yeah. That's the cost of the battle. You know what I'm saying? That's the battle that we're dealing with. But eventually the Lord will work something out for you. He'll bring somebody along your way to help you out. He just want to see, are you going to keep your integrity? He want to see, are you going to still rock with him, even though, you know what I'm saying, you're going through this specific thing. He want to see, are you going to choose him at the end of the day? Right. And it says, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. And that is a weak nature.
Yeah.
When you look at it, because we're supposed to be more spiritual. That's why it says cast away the burdens of man, because what does man do? They think about the oh man, damn. Instead of just grinding it out and letting the Lord have it.
And that goes into stoicism.
Yeah.
Like the dude Marcus Aurelius, he said, basically, don't let no one hear you complain, especially yourself. You know, I mean, it's one thing to vent to a brother, right? But then now it's like, come on, man. You know, hey, we all going through it.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes, okay, hell yeah, you need that outlet. That's where prayer comes in. Hey, the camp, you know, you let your shit out that you're going throughout the week. You know, at the camps sometimes.
Yeah.
You know. But like on the apostles, they say is being stoic, and then the opposite is the Epicureans, those that, you know, have the comforts and shit like that. That's the opposite of how brothers should be in the truth. You know, being stoics, like living like a minimalistic lifestyle, man. You know, hey, you go with the hell. At the end of the day, you know, it makes us stronger, man.
That's right. And it says, verse 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
Hey, set them aside, man. Because Revelations was that 3 and 10 tells us to hold on to our faith, basically.
Yeah.
Right? And shit, that could be a stumbling block. Oh, how am I gonna do this and that, and I gotta take care of my family, and you know, well, shit, man. That's that family spirit will you know, get you killed.
Yeah.
If you put anything before the Lord. I mean, not saying, hey, I'm gonna be a deadbeat and shit. Nah, man, you do what you gotta do, but understand that the Lord has to come first.
That's right. Yeah, because you know, heavy thoughts is what Esau drowns Jake with in this society. Worries and wants. When Jake sees we gonna get your scriptures too. When Jake sees a cop, you know, in the back of him,
Yeah.
oh shoot, oh shoot,
Stiffens up, motherfuckers at the 10 and 2.
Yeah, that's a heavy burden.
Yeah.
But I mean, you read Psalms the 10th chapter, those centurions are out there for Jake. They catch the poor and the needy. So I mean, you could kind of see why Jake's like that, but Jake don't have no faith either. Like you have old boy, Yahawashi. Like,
bro, he
bro,
got snatched up. Yeah.
You're supposed to agree with thy adversary. But see, these are heavy burdens that Jake has, and other heavy burdens in the mind are what? Bills. You might have kids. Okay. You might be a person at your job that they just keep messing with you. These are the things that that we deal with, as well as other things. Hey, women, that's a heavy burden in itself too. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not, for you few sincere sisters out there, don't get, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the truth. It's the truth. And saying what brothers deal with a lot of times, through the spirit, these are a lot of bullets, you know what I'm saying, that we deal with. It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Yep. Because what are we about to face? We're about to face Jacob's trouble. You think this is stressful? Just the everyday living. You're still able to wake up. You're still able to go get gas. You're still able to drive your car.
Go get some coffee or something.
Go to a restaurant, sit down. You're able to go to Roof Chris, have a steak. You know what I'm saying? You're able to go out. You're able to go to a club. But greater evils than these that you thinking of. If you're complaining about these small things right now, wait till Jacob's trouble comes.
Right now you can still flush the toilet and the shit goes down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get to the point to where no running water, no electricity. You could phone somebody up. Hey, these are just, you call them like how would I say, like, not necessities, but like just like the basic needs.
Yeah.
And then there's something that, as we living here in this first world country, we kind of take for granted. Having a nice little nice pillow and shit, got air conditioner, got a fan going on or whatever, got the heat, and that's things that that's gonna be a luxury.
Yeah. That's right. This is 2nd Esdras 16, and I'm gonna start at 71. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahawah.
Right. Hey, and these legislations that's getting drawn up, like I was talking to you about how the elder he made that lesson, like 1,500 or some thousand FBI agents gonna go throughout the whole country, and these are heavily trained individuals.
Yeah.
Right? Because what Jake is ultimately running amok out there, and they're trying to, in reality, they want to kill the prophets. They're trying to take out those that believe in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, right? But Jake, they can't just come out with it like that. There has to be, we have to kill these terrorists, or they're a plague to society type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And we all look the same. It's not like we wearing our fringes every goddamn day.
Yeah. To some of you idiots that are getting pepper sprayed and hitting mitts while you're being pepper sprayed for 30 seconds, you idiots. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Right, hey, because people finna get plundered, right? Like we seen in that movie, with the ship, and it basically predictive programming on that one with Ethan Hawke, the new one that came out a couple years ago. Don't Look Back or something like that.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one. Well, shit, you had the Jake when he went up in that home looking for a little satellite phone, and man, that whole house was ransacked, man. And that's just part of everyday, when society breaks down, hey, it's gonna be no order, man. So there's gonna be a dog eat dog world, survival of the fittest type of deal. You got it. You got what I need. And if I got more arms and I'm willing to take it, hey man, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, that's right. They got this show, if y'all brothers are into it. It's called The Last of Us Remastered on HBO Max.
Oh yeah.
It shows the same thing, in a world full of basically an apocalypse. You had something they called them looters, and you would have this people with basically things that may be of necessity. Well, hey, soon the have-nots in this world, look, you're gonna be in your crib. You know, you're gonna be somewhere, people, and you're gonna be the ones that have. You're gonna have looters, people that are going around looking for supplies to be able to do what? Survive.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest. And the only ones through the spirit and power of Yahawashi that are gonna survive these times are the elect. So that's why we, through the spirit, hey, cast off their mortal thoughts. Because if you're bugging out right now, and like the brother said, you could flush the toilet. You got running water. You can brush your teeth. You could turn the TV on. You could turn the lights on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could walk outside without it being a war zone. You can go to a dealership and say, hey, I need these parts right here. You know, can I get them? You can go to your job.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things right now that we have access to through the spirit that's going to be completely cut off when this time happens. That's why, and we're not saying get into the mentality of the ISUPK. We're not saying stock up on cereal. I've seen dudes that did that shit, stock up on Captain Crunch and shit like that. Hey, you know that box gone? That was like a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Because those are perishable items. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't got no nutritional value.
Right.
High sugar.
Yep. So we coming into the time through the spirit to where these goods out here, guess what? Hey, they gonna be taken away. I'm gonna read the brothers' comments real quick. So like, I'm gonna get the brothers. I'm trying to figure out how I can keep it up there though. Brother had more than one. This is Yasharala 144, Psalms 119 and 71. It is good for me that I might have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. Right, and that's how you learn. Right, that's how you, hey, just like a kid, you know, you get chastised by your father if you do something wrong, and then you learn the next time. Your mind goes into something. It says, you know what, I did that last time and I got jacked up. Let me sway away from that.
yeah. That's what ass whoopings are for.
Right. And learning the statutes of the Lord is basically in this time that we're in America is basically a form of correction, because we've had to be corrected. It says verse 72, the law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. Right, because the law of the Lord teaches what? It teaches order.
That's right.
Okay, it teaches you how to live. It teaches you how to live better. It gives you a more cleaner and better mind state. Okay. You had something?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Isaiah 33 and verse 6 says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of Yahawashi is his treasure.
You got it.
Yeah, because ultimately, man, that's what's going to save us, is having, you know, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahawashi. And it says, and the fear of Yahawashi is his treasure, right? Because like right now is the time to truly lock in, to focus on Yahawashi, man. Like it tells us in what's that Habakkuk, don't tarry. I mean
tarry.
Yeah, because right now, you know, things is looking good, but then what? Once society collapses, you know, that's when people gonna try to get the word of the Lord, but by then it's gonna be too late, because now the doors of mercy have shut, and anybody outside, hey, it's like Egypt, right? Those that don't have the blood of the Lamb, the blood of Yahawashi on their doorposts. Back then it was physical, you know, on your home, and then now it's on our heads, right? So anybody outside that doesn't have the blood of the Lamb on them, you know, you could call that like the Yahawah, the mark of exemption, finna be took out by, you know, the angel, whatever the Lord has it, man, that you gonna die. Pack of fucking chihuahuas, you know, motherfucking some squirrels or some shit, raccoon, rabid dogs.
That's the spirit you say that, because before you came, I was watching out of control animals. How animals go out of control, going all wrong. And them animals, them animals is vicious.
Yeah, hell yeah. You get attacked by a fucking swarm of bees or something. I don't know.
This is Yasharala 144 again, Luke 14:33. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. That's right, bro. And that's, through the Spirit. I mean, we got lives, okay? We got things through the Spirit that we've gave up, for the truth. As far as, shedding our outward men, okay? Shedding that and then putting on the armor of the Lord. But if you're not willing to do that, then you can't be the Lord's disciple. The end has come, Ezekiel 7:5. Thus said Yahawah our power, and evil and evil and only evil, behold, is come, and an end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come. Hey, that's right. And we see the end right now. We see it. Even like the brother mentioned, pieces. It seems stuff is cool because people are able to still drive there. Let's go to the beach today. Oh man, let's go to this restaurant. But the end has come.
We seeing it.
And it says, the end has come again. 2 Esdras 5:1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden in the land.
Oh, you got it, bro?
Yeah, come. Hey, the way of truth shall be hidden in the land, because like the brother mentioned, the famine of the word. It said, and the land shall be barren of faith. That's right, and that's what we're coming into. Hey, when you watch these movies, we watched the Fallout series.
Fallout, oh, okay.
Yeah, I binge watched that shit the whole week. You watch that Fallout series. Basically, the land that was barren was full of it was full of non-faith. It was barren of faith. Okay, people had no hope. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? It was looters. It was people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's coming to America. That's what's coming to this place. You're gonna have what? You're gonna have this land barren of faith. Let me see. It's only a couple more. It's like here. Yasharala 144, Zechariah 14:13. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up. Yeah, that's right. And his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. Yeah, so, that's the time we coming in. Hey, the have-nots are going to be the ones that are going to be running up into your crib. The ones that's why I remember the elder brother said, he like, man, like you live in like an apartment building or something, or I was like, man, don't be, your woman, don't be fucking prowling around with your neighbors and shit. You see on The Purge how that shit was. Remember on The Purge? Neighbors they was at the doors of people's houses slaughtering, or even the one with what's his name?
Hector.
That one, but now what's the Meet the Blacks?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
What's his name? Mike Epps.
Okay.
He moved into the community, and they were all his neighbors. Yeah, hey, neighbor. Da, 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 da. Then they went to his crib when the purge was happening, and they was trying to purge him. So that's why you outside. Yeah, you might say what's up to somebody, but man, don't chill with these. Don't give nobody no information about your crib. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they can man. Because these people, it's going to come to a time where these people's brains are going to be warped in straight survival mode. And they're going to not only be out for themselves, but they're going to be out for you too. One more. The end has come, 2 Esdras 7:44. Intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up.
Yeah, because, that's the time that we're at. Because now it's that shift change of evil to good, right? But we're not fully there yet, and that's why it's a balance. The Lord has it with the hopeful elect, growing, and the ministry's growing. well, that much more is evil like that, you know. And me personally, I think it's gonna be a lot more evil than good.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, because the Lord always deals with, it's like the underdog type of deal, you know. It's always the good is gonna overcome mass evil. And well, shit, man, Lord willing that we have that hedge round about us, like in the book of Job, how Satan says to the Lord, say, man, you have that hedge round about him and all his things.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where the family comes into protectance, right? Through the man, right?
Yeah, that's a good point, bro. Because, hey, at the time, you brothers out there that are in the faith, you know, even you few sisters, the Lord dealing with you, you know, whatever you're around, okay, you might be in a household, that household has protection about it. Wherever you walk, people that you're around have protection about them, okay, because of you and Yahawah dealing with you because you're in the faith.
That's right.
So that's why, brothers, we don't trip when specific things happen. You know what I'm saying? I got that job I got
Oh yeah.
terminated from on some BS.
Right.
Well, guess what? You know the dude, the supervisor Mike. Guess what? Now his dad is on his deathbed.
Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's because they hey, woe to those that offend my little ones. If somebody offend this brother, guess what? We don't have to be there to see it.
Right.
We don't have to be there to know that somebody's going through it. The scriptures say in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, worry about those that are going to be saved.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, don't worry about those that are going to perish.
It could be that, oh, you hear the news, like, oh,
Yeah,
like, this
yeah.
motherfucker done died.
Yeah.
You know, oh, shit, and in your mind it's like, oh, how's that? But then, I mean, you know, I'll type, oh, damn, wow. But in your mind it's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord is perfect in his timing. You know, shit, we want, like, vengeance, like, now. You know, but the Lord has it to where he'll turn up the heat a little bit until, you know, the dude just dies.
And he'll hit these motherfuckers where it most hurts. Where it's most on their mind, what they're most worried about, that's where the Lord will hit them.
Yeah.
Boom. So through the Spirit, we ain't, hey, you know, through the Spirit, man, I was about to say that's a beautiful point. So we don't even worry about these people out here. The hedge of protection is you brothers out there, wherever you at. Hey, look at and you can either be a hedge of protection, you know, or like a Jonah. You know what I'm saying? Like Jonah.
Right.
You know, the Lord wants you to do something and you don't do it, and now the Lord jacking everybody up in the house.
Yeah.
What's going on? Because you're not focusing on what you need to be doing.
That's right.
It's
Good
a
point.
balance.
Right, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's right, brothers. We almost out of here. I'm gonna get this brother's last scripture and I'm gonna close it out. We're almost to camp. Let's see. Yasharala. Oh, the end is come. Yeah, okay, the end is come. 2nd Ezra 4:37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measures be fulfilled. Bro.
Yeah, because the Heavenly Father is he has to stick to his word, you know. So before he moves on one point, he has to let, you know, step B finish before he gets to C. You know, and like we say, hey, don't you hear these other Israelite guys, World War III and this and that, you know, it's right around, or you could even say like these reporters and stuff like that, like Alex Jones, you know, things like that. Oh, World War III and this and that. Well, we understand that the MOTB has to be made mandatory before anything could pop off, right? Because World War III, that's the cherry on top, you could say. All right, that's the grand finale, right? You know, like at the end of certain get-togethers, that's when they throw out the rockets, the fireworks, right? And that's how the Lord's gonna go out with this place, right? And the Lord is about order, correct? So order is that Yahawashi has to set forth the RFID C-hip, and then the end will come. And like the apostles say, man, it's going to just then, you know, it's that momentum. It's just gonna go and go and go, you know, and then we're gonna be home, Lord willing, you know, we part of that number.
That's right. But hey, we're at camp, you brothers. You few sisters that tuned in. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham,
Rachakodash, Barakatah Yahawah,
Barakatah Yahawah,
Barakatah Yahawashi,
Barakatah Yahawashi.
double honor to our apostles at Great Millstone who rule where to touch this truth. Peace and love and blessings to your argument as part of the Bahasham, the house of David, to you few sincere sisters that watch. Also, shalom to you. We should be live in about probably like 10, 15 minutes. We just got to find parking, but Lord willing, we see you there. Shalom.
Shalom.